Things I learned in my 40s, part 10.
Dating over 40 is hard as hell.
Well, the reason it's so hard is because you're not supposed to still be dating in your 40s, right? And that's the funny thing about these DGs that are in their 40s is they complain about how hard it is. It's like, well, no duh, right? Of course it's hard because you're supposed to be married right now with a husband, a family, kids, white picket fence, SUV, living in the suburbs.
Too much about ourselves and what we think we want. But sometimes what we think we want is not really what we want.
Whoa. What happened to all this talk about these women? Once they get older, they're more mature. I know what I want. I'm more confident now than ever, right? I was confused when I was younger. Don't date those younger women, you older perverts. They don't know what they want. But here she is. This woman's been on the planet now for over 4 decades, and she still has no clue what she wants. And if she doesn't know what she wants by now, I don't think she's ever going to figure it out.
It's just what feels comfortable. And this is why we keep finding that we keep attracting the same type of people and in the same types of relationships that have the same unhappy ending.
AKA, I keep going for Chads, right? That's essentially what that means, guys. She is just going for guys that are out of her league. She's not willing to lower her standards even just a little bit, right? Instead, as they get older, as I always tell you guys, their standards actually go up. Crazy, right? It's crazy. As they get older and become less attractive, less fertile, less youthful, more manly, they have more expectations for the guys they date. So they just continue to stay single. I mean, women like this stay single for the remainder of their lives.
And I've found that in order to break the cycle, you have to do the work and heal from within. And that is a lifelong journey.
It's a lifelong journey for you, but for other women who figure it out, some women figure out very early in life, like in their early 20s, and guess what they do? They get married. They don't stay on the carousel. All right, let's see what this middle-aged woman has to say here.
That moment when you're doing some self-aware work and you realize that you really enjoy roster life, but you're still holding space for that one ex-boyfriend that you still can't stop thinking about.
That one Chad that she can't stop thinking about, the one that broke her heart, the one that never married her, the one that used her as a side chick. You mean that guy? Because this is the reason, fellas, that these chicks never find their forever man, right? They are their own worst enemy, right? We could watch these videos until the end of our days, and it will always be the same story. And the funny thing is, everybody here in the Red Pill community has it figured out. But none of these women seem to figure it out because they're too busy shaming us, right? But here we go. Here's another one.
Guys, please learn from my mistake and do not clear out your roster until your main man says, "Do you want to be my girlfriend?" If he has not said those words, absolutely 100%, do not get rid of your roster.
So, how are you supposed to find a man to commit to you, find a man who is going to dedicate himself to you, love you, marry you off, have kids with you, if you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out the door, right? You have 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door. Relationships just don't work that way. But this is the latest trend, by the way, guys, in case you haven't heard this term, roster, right? A lot of these DGs, especially over the age of 30 and beyond, have a lineup of men, right? They have what I call a bullpen of men. So I don't know where they started using this term roster. I just used to use the term bullpen. They have a bullpen of guys. And if that girl is keeping those guys around, again, this is only the damaged women who do this, right? These are only the DGs. Because good women don't keep a roster of dudes, right? Of course they have guys that like them, but they're not going to try to, hang on to those guys while they date you and, oh, if you mess up, I'm just going to run off to this guy, because these chicks will never be stable, right? They're just not built for relationships. They're built for the streets. Any girl who has a roster, right, is for the streets. Period. She's a village bicycle. She's a doorknob, right? Everybody gets a turn. She's nothing special. Usually these chicks have slept with a lot of guys, right? They've had a lot of dudes in between their legs, which increases the probability of them having some sort of STD, which I tell you guys to be careful about because a lot of these girls won't tell you unless you ask. So you have to ask these girls, right? And I would tell you that's the first thing you should ask this girl once you first start talking to her, just so you don't waste your time, right? You just ask her point blank, like, hey, random, but have you ever had an STD? What? Of course not. She'll either say that or she'll say, oh, well, why do you ask that? And she'll admit to it. But these chicks who have a roster, you can bet your ass that, you're playing with fire here. And she could very well already have some sort of infection down there.
An absolute idiot and was thinking, man, I really like this guy and I'm kind of nervous that whenever we hang out, I'm nervous that I'm going to get texts from other guys and then he's going to see it on my phone. So one day I just came up with like this blanket statement and I fired them off to everyone on my roster.
Okay, why is she firing this off to people on her roster? I mean, you already see what's happening here. She's only going to get rid of her roster because she's afraid of getting caught, right? I mean, what she is doing here is she's having tryouts, okay? She's not, I mean, the poor guy is probably, he doesn't have a roster, right? Because most guys don't have that luxury. So he's probably investing himself in her, and he's really taking a chance. And here she is keeping all these backups. And this is why I say these women are just complete 304s, okay? Because they already have just a gargantuan amount of power because they have a vagina. And not only that, but they're taking even more advantage of it by keeping all of these orbiters around just in case you screw up. And the funny thing is like, you're always going to be walking on eggshells if you date girls like this who are keeping all of these backups. Because the second you say something that she doesn't like, or you choose a restaurant she doesn't like, or you have the wrong politics that she doesn't like, whatever it is, she is going to hold it against you and go, oh, he did that. Okay, that gives me free leeway to go exercise my roster. All right? They're for the streets, guys.
Essentially saying, hey, I'm getting serious with this one person, so, I don't think we should see each other anymore. And then I'm pretty sure you can guess what happened after that. That main guy and I probably didn't last 1 week. 1 week after I had sent out that blanket text message to everyone. And I had a solid lineup, too. I had a rock solid lineup. And
oh, who are you kidding? You could get those guys back like that. All right? It's not like those guys are like, nope, too bad, you already threw me away. No, those guys, I mean, most guys are complete simps. They're completely blue pill. They're not part of this red pill community. They will walk right back to this chick because she's, let's face it, she's a good-looking girl, right? Will have no problem going, it's okay, girl. You can step on me all you want. I ain't leaving you. You're my queen. So, I don't know why she's being so dishonest here. She could get those guys right back. And the fact that she's saying like, oh, I shouldn't have got rid of him. Me and this other guy only lasted a week. Well, duh, of course it only lasted a week. Because look at you. You have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. What tells me, like, what tells that guy, right, dating her, that she even wants to be with him? She's not committed to him, right? She is not committed to him at all. It's like you trying to sign a contract with some NFL team while you're still talking to all these other NFL teams. Just don't sign the contract. Just be a free agent, right? Don't sign any contract. But here she is. She's fielding as many options as possible. She's trying to take advantage. She's definitely trying to take advantage as much as possible because she's already a good-looking girl, okay? Good-looking girls like this, and she's still young. She has an immense amount of power, right? She has an immense amount of social power right now, right? One day it's going to all be gone, and I hope she looks back on this time and she regrets her actions, right? Because she is taking full advantage of the fact that she's young and she can have any guy she wants. She doesn't need a roster because she could just walk out the door and I'm sure guys will hit on her, especially wearing her like bikini in the car and all this other nonsense. But regardless, guys, as always, Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Actually, shit, we didn't even finish the video. Let's finish it. What you have to say here. It's another 10 seconds.
I just, within an hour, gone. All of it gone. So even if you do have a good feeling about your guy and you think you guys are exclusive, if you think, still don't get rid of your roster. Wait.
Terrible
until he
advice.
says, do you want to be my girlfriend or do you want to be exclusive?
This is terrible advice, by the way. She's like, no, don't get rid of your roster until he commits to you, girl. No, absolutely not. If you even find out that that chick you're talking to has a roster, don't walk, run, right? That chick is for the streets, period, okay? Period.
But until then, keep your roster. Guys,
What a
please
joke,
learn.
man. What a joke. As always, guys, again, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, please drop them in the comments below, and we will take this all apart in the comments. Okay, as always, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out here. Don't forget to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash that notification bell for me as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm since they don't want to promote these type of videos anymore. Smash those like buttons and subscribe to the 33 Secrets. And for you guys who want to support my work and everything you're learning here, best way to do that, just jump into 7 Months of Mastery. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds. Do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.